Hi, hello everyone. Hellos. I'm just doing a quick little live to tell you about cord cutting, okay, and in my experience with it. So if you can join me, that's fantastic. I will be posting this on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So I am Carmen Delport. I am an holistic health coach and a multidimensional healer. Okay, so I'm today going to talk about cord cutting and what are cords and my experience with clients with it. Okay, so cords are so everything in life is energy. Okay, let's start there. Everything is energy. We all have our own energy field. Okay, and we all have energy coming of us, and we can all feel each other's energies, and some of us are aware of it and some of us are not aware of it. Okay, but we all do feel it, whether you're aware of it or not. So energy cord is literally, it's like an umbilical cord. Okay, it's in color. Normally you can't see it with the naked eye, but you can sometimes see it with your third eye. Okay, so it's an energy cord that can come in different colors, and it attaches from energy field to energy field, and you form a cord with people in your life. Okay, so anyone you come into contact with that you've got some kind of relationship with, and then also you can form energy cords with things and habits like addictions, and things as well, like if you really love your sport or if you really love your home or whatever, it's all energy, and you can form an energy cord with that. Okay, now of course we don't want to have energy cords with too many things, because we do feel the feelings, we do exchange emotions. So for example, sometimes when you are with someone, let's say a very good friend of you, or you're thinking of a friend of you, and then they call you, that's an energy cord. It's like a telepathy. That's the energy cord. Or sometimes when you're with someone, you might feel really happy, or really, especially when you're in love, you're on that high frequency of being in love. That is also an energy cord. That's the energy being exchanged. So we're always exchanging energy, whether we want to or not. But when you've got the energy cord with someone, you can also feel their feelings and think their thoughts, and be aware of things that are not even yours. It can feel like yours, but it's not. So, for example, if you've got family on the other side of the world, or you've got someone that was a very big part of your life for a long time, and you might be living in different cities, you can still feel feelings from them, thoughts from them. Okay, so you get energy cords that's good for you. Okay, that's happy, people you want to have it with. Oops, people you want to have it with, like the happy feelings, the joy that's being exchanged, the good vibes that's being exchanged. But then also you do get the unwanted energy from people, like the lower frequency energy, like the anger, the frustration, annoyance, hatred. Those are lower frequency cords that you don't want, and those also form, like they can form in a workplace, they can form in a situation. There's various ways these energy cords form. Now you have to really cut those cords. If you don't cut the cords, then you will always stay attached. Now let me give you an example of that. I had a client, I said last week I think, and she had two really big entities attached to her front and her back, huge entities, negative entities, very uh, throwing a lot of darkness onto her. And they were cords, they were energy cords that over the years just grew bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now these were two men from her past, from this life, but many years ago, previous relationships that was such negative relationships, that the entities became really big in her life. They became really, the trauma was so big, and the energy she gave them was so much, and they took so much from her, that they became these big entities, negative entities that was overshadowing her life. So we got rid of those, we cut the cords safely, and they're gone now. So that is one example. Another example I have is a client of mine that's a counselor, psychiatrist, and she's got clients that are very attached to her, okay? And those clients also put energy cords into her, as in they need her, they need the feedback, the attention, that relationship to keep going. Even if she doesn't see them anymore or hasn't seen them for months or years, they still have that attachment to her. So we then cut those cords as well. So there's many of these examples. Of course, like another client of mine, um, I found that she had her mum was a very controlling mother, and very dominating, causing a lot of upset, upheaval in her life. Always wanted to control her, and although they now live very far apart, and the mum still has an influence on her because she's got a very big energy cord attached to her, and also became an entity, still controlling from her energy field. Okay, so we cut those and remove that as well. So there's various examples of how this can happen. Now you can cut all negative energy cords. You can't cut them all safely. You can do this on a regular basis to make sure that, because what can happen is some people can really drain your energy. And so you can also form, like I say, an energy cord with a negative entity. Now, a negative entity, what they want is your life force. They want your energy. So that is an entity that you can't see. It's just there. But also people can also do the same, and situations as well. They drain your energy. So that energy cord, they drain you, like emotionally drain you. Like some people are very traumatic and they drain you. Especially if you're a highly sensitive person. Now, I'm a really highly sensitive person. I really feel energy everywhere, but I'm really aware of it, so I can control it. But when I'm not aware of it, and there's someone that phones me, or I run into someone that I know that has got a lot of anger in them, a lot of frustration in them, especially in these days where we're living now. Some people have got really a lot of anger and tension in them, and fear in them. I feel it. I really feel it. And then sometimes I don't click because the situation happens so quickly. You're like, why am I acting like this? This isn't me. It's not me to act this way, to be so aggressive, to be so angry. And then I realize, either in the moment or sometimes only afterwards, once I've left the situation, that wasn't my feelings. I was picking up their energy and acting on their emotions, feelings, and thoughts. Okay? So that's something to be aware of, because sometimes when we're thinking something or feeling something, you think, this feels very unusual. I don't normally feel this way or react this way. That is a clear sign that you're picking up on someone else's energy, thoughts, emotions, traumas, and even physical pain. You can even feel someone else's physical pain, okay, through an energy cord. Okay, so so when you feel, that this is not your pain or your feelings, this isn't coming from someone that's near you, as in energetically, not physically but energetically. Sorry. It's like the other day in the shop, I was standing in a queue, and I felt this really bad pain in my heart. I'm like, oh, wow, what's going on? What is this pain that I'm feeling? And I'm like, this isn't mine. This isn't mine. And I looked around, and the guy was standing next to me, and his whole body language was like, oh, this is not good. And I knew, okay, it's his pain, poor guy. It's not mine. Okay, so this is happening all the time, but some of us are a lot more sensitive to it. But even if you are not sensitive to it, it's got a huge impact on your life. Okay, it's got a huge impact on your life, because in the end of the day, some of us are so busy being busy that we don't listen and feel what's going on inside of us. And if you don't listen and feel what's going on inside of you, things are happening in there, okay, that's going to come out at some point. Not in a good way. And especially if you're trying to if you're on your ascension path, you've awakened, and you are want to do some more work on yourself, it's very important to become aware of these these feelings you have, whether it's yours or someone else's, or just become aware of your own feelings. So that is very important to keep in mind. So it's very easy to cut these cords safely. I do know some people that cut. Well, I do it as well. Cut all negative cords on a regular basis. Just go into a state of cutting the cord and sealing your energy field, and take all your energy back. Okay, because if there's a sharing of energy, you are also giving energy. It has been taken from you, whether you want it or not. Okay, that's how an energy cord works. The information is moving whether you want it or not to do that. So by cutting the negative energy cords on a regular basis, or just once in a while, some people have never done it, but to just do that, cut the cords safely, get your energy back to you, and seal it in nicely, that you can become a sovereign being again. Now, I also know people that cut all energy cords on a regular basis, positive and negative. For some energy cords we do want to keep, but you could form the positive energy cords again. So even if you cut all cords, you can then connect with those energy beings again, or situations, or whatever you want to connect with again. Okay, so that is something that is to really keep in mind. So as a multidimensional healer, that's one of the many things that I do in a session with my clients. Okay, so if there's any negative energy cords there, I remove it safely for you, and send it where it needs to go, and bring back all your energy. So I hope this is great information for you, and you've learned something new today. Thank you for joining me. Like I say, for multidimensional healing sessions, you can book those via Zoom or in person, to work through your traumas and your past lives and bloodlines and ancestral healing, all those things, whatever your soul wants to work on right now. Or for holistic health coaching, you can contact me. You can look at my website and contact me there. But as always, it's beautiful to connect with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love. Bye. Cool.